Hey guys, Xtian here and welcome to another video. And today we're checking out another monitor, this time from Gigabyte with their M32Q gaming monitor, which features built-in KVM and other gaming-centric features. Kung naghahanap ka ng high refresh rate, Quad HD IPS panel with low response time, siguro ito na yung monitor na hinahanap mo. But before everything else, let's take a look at what's inside the box. The Gigabyte M32Q is a 32-inch 1440p Quad HD IPS gaming monitor with a refresh rate of 165Hz, which is overclockable to 170Hz as well, giving you further smoothness in games, especially on competitive FPS and racing. There's also 1 millisecond gray-to-gray up response time courtesy of their super speed IPS technology, which is a feat in itself considering before, most IPS panels are slow when it comes to response times. It also supports AMD FreeSync Premium and Adaptive Sync technology, which means NVIDIA G-Sync should work too, both of which simply do their magic to avoid screen tearing at most. Panel-wise, the monitor is bright and colors are vivid, as we should expect on an IPS panel. Viewing angles are amazing, up to 178 degrees, and the panel surface is non-glare, so there's no reflection of the elements in most cases. There's also HDR support as well, but it only has 8-bit color and a brightness rating of 350 nits, and high color gamut coverage of 94% DCI-P3 and 120% sRGB coverage, at least according to Gigabyte's specs page. We can confirm that it covers at least up to 92% DCI-P3, 100% sRGB, and 86% of Adobe RGB, which is well within marginal figures. Design-wise, we can safely say this monitor is more streamlined towards the simple but stylish aura, with thin bezels on the front, except at the bottom part where the Gigabyte logo and power LED indicator is. There's nothing much else to look at aside from the matte finish on most surfaces, a glossy plastic finish at the top back with minimal brandings, and seemingly ergonomic sturdy stand with a cable hole para sa cable management, with some of the important adjustments covered such as swivel, height, and tilt, in order to get the perfect viewing angle. It is also very easy to attach. There's also bezel mounts in case you want to use a different stand or a wall mount. Make sure to use a sturdy monitor arm or mount because it weighs at least 7 kilograms. Sa likod, makita nyo yung joystick, power button, and OST controls, as well as the KVM switch. More on that later. Connectivity-wise, meron po tayong dalawang HDMI 2.0 ports, one DisplayPort 1.2, isang USB Type-C connector, dalawang USB 3.0 Type-A ports, a 3.5mm audio jack pass-through, and USB 3.0 Type-B port in order to connect it to the computer. So meron po siyang dalawang 3-watt speakers for stereo sound, so located here sa bottom. So bottom firing po siya. Although just like any other monitor speakers, it sounds decent but has minimal bass due to it being a small unit. And it lacks some clarity as well. Medyo nakukulangan ako pero pwede na. Speaker test, 50% volume. %. In terms of panel ghosting and strobing, very minimal kahit naka-off ang mga overdrive enhancements such as Smart OD, picture quality, balance, speed, and the aim stabilizer as you can see in this photo na ipapakita ko sa inyo. It means this panel is good in terms of performance. Medyo meron lang konti when you see it to either balance or speed. So you actually get better performance and quality when in Smart Overdrive or Picture Quality mode, even without turning the aim stabilizer feature on. As for the Gigabyte's M32Q's feature, there's a lot of it. First is the OST Sidekick, which allows the user to set display options just like what you do with the joystick OSD, using a keyboard and mouse, making it much easier. Meron ding game assist, hence by the name, are assistive features which can help a gamer to obtain advantage over opponents such as timer, counter, crosshair, aim stabilizer sync, PIP or picture-in-picture, and PBP or picture-by-picture, as well as eagle eye and HDR mode. So meron ding dashboard feature which is useful if you're into monitoring hardware information such as CPU and GPU temperature, voltages, clock speeds, FPS, and more. So make sure lang guys na ikabit nyo yung USB Type-B na cable. Okay? So there's also 6-axis customizable color control adjustment if you're into color calibration. It is also flicker-free and it is certified by TOB Rainland and iSafe Association, which means it adheres to the standard for color balance as well as blue light reduction. Now, for the headlining features of this monitor, the built-in KVM, or being known as keyboard, video, mouse, is very useful if you're into using multiple devices on a single display. So KVM switch in itself is actually expensive and is commonly used in businesses, for example, server management or surveillance systems, or by developers who are usually using dual systems for debugging or software development. It can be useful as well for streamers who are using multiple PCs for gaming and encoding streams.
This video is sponsored by scdkey.com. scdkey.com is a marketplace website where you can purchase game keys and software keys with no hassle. scdkey.com offers a legit Windows 10 Pro key for only $17. This is the same keys I use on my PC builds. But to make it more awesome, they will be giving another 12% discount. Just type our coupon code XTNC to get it for only $15. You now have your legit Windows 10 key license all set, but in a more affordable price. If you're in the Philippines, purchasing is very easy. You can use PayPal, PayMaya, or GCash. Visit scdkey.com now. I'll put the link in the video description below. So thank you scdkey.com for sponsoring this video.
Okay guys, so ngayon magsa-setup tayo ng KVM. So dito makikita nyo, tuturuan ko kayo paano mag-setup ng KVM na built-in na feature nitong monitor nito, which is the GIGABYTE M32Q. Alright, so yan makikita nyo, ngitin yung kable, hinanda ko na. So isa-isayin natin yung mamaya. And itong feature na to guys, masusulit nyo to pag gagamit kayo ng dalawang system or dual system setup. So for example, yan nakikita nyo dito, meron akong dalawang PC. Okay? Sino ba yung magbe-benefit dito? Yung mga streamers and yung mga may dalawang device like yung isang PC and laptop. Okay? For example, work from home din kayo, ginagamit yung laptop, gusto nyo na lang isang monitor na lang or isang display na lang yung gagamitin nyo. So this is the best setup. Okay? Or gagamitin natin or tuturuan ko kayo paano yung KVM. Okay. First, ano yung mga kable na kailangan nyo? So sa box nito or itong product ni Gigabyte is, di ba, nakita nyo meron na siyang included na display cable or display port cable and yung HDMI. Ngayon, so ang gagawin natin, itong PC, for example lang guys magi-stream ako. Okay? So itong isang PC na to, gagamitin ko for my gaming. Okay? Tapos yung isa naman, siya yung magre-record ng stream ko. And siya din yung magi-stream. Okay? Siya yung magi-encode ng streaming ko. Okay? So, ganun ang gagawin kong setup dito. Okay, for the setup, ano yung kailangan nyo na kable para dito? Ngayon, so dalawang separate na display ang kailangan natin. So, ngayon is meron ako nakahanda dito. Display port cable. So, ito yung para sa gaming. Kasi para ma-utilize natin yung high refresh rate. Alright? So, tandaan nyo guys, pag mag-gaming kayo, always use the display port cable. Okay? So, dito naman, napansin nyo, nandito na siya sa may kanan. Kasi, inorganize ko na siya. So, ito yung kanan for gaming. So, ito yung display port cable. Tapos, gagamit din tayo ng USB Type-C cable.
Okay. So guys, ito, you have to buy separate ng USB Type-C cable. Ang brand na hanapin nyo is yung U-Green. Yun yung ginamit ko. So para maganda yung quality and high bandwidth yung pag-transfer ng data. Okay? So next, ano pa yung kailangan nyo? So USB Type B na cable. So this include na dito sa sa monitor. Included na to. So hindi nyo na kailangan bumili. Okay. And of course, yung keyboard and mouse. Ito yung USB nila. Tapos dito naman sa isang PC, yun yung magi-stream, magre-record, is itong HDMI lang yung gagamitin natin. Okay? So, setup na natin guys. Ikakabit ko na. Okay guys, so nakabit ko na yung dalawang display. So nakita nyo, display port cable, nakabit ko na and yung HDMI. Alright? So ngayon, kakabit natin itong USB Type B connector. Dito, wait lang. Hindi ko makita. Ayan. Then yung USB Type C. Dito sa may tabi ng Type B. Okay. Now, after nun, nakabit ko na. Nakabit naman natin tong keyboard and mouse. So lahat guys, ikakabit nyo dito sa monitor. Para kasi nandito yung KVM na device, may built-in na siya. Right, tan. Ganun lang. So ngayon, gagawin natin, i-on na natin yung dalawang PC. After natin ma-on, i-configure natin dito sa on-screen display ng monitor. Okay, so guys, nakita nyo, uma-under na yung isang PC for streaming. Ito yung gagamitin natin for gaming. Now, paano natin i-configure? So pupunta kayo dito sa may OSD. So hanapin nila yung joystick sa likod. Then, punta tayo sa may KVM multitask. Then, nakikita nyo. So, meron tayong mga option dito. KVM switch, KVM wizard, KVM on, and KVM reset. Alright? So, make sure na yung KVM on is naka-switch or naka-select siya. Okay? So, next is pupunta kayo sa may KVM wizard. So, paano to, Christian? So, now, dito, i-configure natin kung tama ba yung configuration natin or yung USB Type B and HDMI. Alright? So, nakikita nyo dito, USB Type B. Wait lang. Ayan. So, nakita nyo dito guys, this is correct. USB Type B. So, select lang natin. Ayan. Select USB display. So, ito yung pa-partner mo dun sa may display na yon, which is para magamit mo yung keyboard and mouse. So, isa-select natin. Ano ba yon? So, ito guys, ito yung for streaming gagamitin natin. Ay, wait. KVM, wizard, then yung status, select natin. Then, isa-select natin HDMI 1 kasi dun ko ikinabit yung HDMI cable sa HDMI 1. Select natin yon. Then, nakikita nyo dito is select Type-C display. Yun yung kanina, nakita nyo may USB Type-C dito. Nandito natin gagamitin sa gaming PC. Okay, yun yung gagamitin na for gaming. So, isa-select natin yun since yung ginamit na natin na kable kanina, yung nakalagay dito, is yung display port cable. Okay? So, ipapartner natin siya sa USB Type-C display port cable. Okay. Now, itong display na to nakikita nyo is ito yun, streaming PC yun. Switch natin. Pansin nyo na, mag-switch siya. Then yun, na-detect po ng system. Okay, galawin natin. So yan, nakita nyo yung cursor or yung mouse cursor. Gumagalaw po and check natin yung keyboard. Okay, so detected po. Ibig sabihin guys, gumana na po yung KVM feature ng Gigabyte. So lahat kinabit natin dito sa monitor which is may built-in KVM. On the fly yung button, merong on the fly button dito si Gigabyte which is yung KVM here. Ayan. Pinutin nyo na lang yan if, gusto nyo ng on the fly. So ngayon, itong PC na to, ito yun. Yung sa gaming or gagamitin natin for gaming. Then, switch natin para pumunta tayo dito sa isang PC. Okay? Yan. So, check natin yung mouse cursor kung gumagana. Yes, gumagana po. Keyboard. Wow. Nicely done, Gigabyte. So, yan guys. Nakita nyo. So, this works with, yun nga, magbe-benefit dito yung mga streamers and yung mga gumagawa ng nagmumultitask using their two devices like yung sa PC nyo, laptop, and sa streaming din if you have dual system setup. Okay? So ito yung magandang feature na makukuha nyo or magagamit nyo dito sa monitor ni Gigabyte, which is the M32Q. Okay, Christian, question. Gusto ko na lang gamitin yung monitor ko, isang monitor lang, and nakikita ko yung dalawang PC or display at the same time. Paano ko gagawin yun? So, good thing guys, meron din itong feature si Gigabyte ng M32Q. So, ituturo ko sa inyo yun. So, punta lang kayo sa settings. Punta kayo sa may display, sa PIP or picture-in-picture. Then, isa-select natin yon. Okay? Ito nyo, select natin. And boom. Ito nyo. So, dalawang display or dalawang system unit na gagamit nyo sa isang monitor lang. Diba? Sobrang galing nitong feature na to. Okay? So, you can select also yung size, screen size, for example, small, medium, and large. Wow. Okay? And also yung location, right bottom, left bottom, ayan, nalipat po siya. Okay, so top, pwede rin. And sa, yan. Nice, ang ganda lang to. Okay. Then, pwede rin display switch. So, select po natin. For example, you want yung larger screen dun sa isang PC for streaming. And ito naman yung sa, gaming pala. Gaming and streaming nyo. Okay. So, audio switch, pwede rin. You can select yung audio switch, main and sub.
So, in my opinion, the Gigabyte M32Q is actually nice, considering the feature set it has, especially the high refresh rate of 165Hz, being IPS panel, HDR ready na rin, and having a built-in KVM module inside as well. Honestly saying, if you're into these things, this might be actually a good deal. If you have the desk space to put it because it feels too close, medyo yun nga, nalalapitan ako, for comfort, if you have a smaller desk or table. In terms of creative work naman, the M32Q being an IPS display and having high color gamut coverage would be useful for content creators and gamers at the same time. Editing on this is very nice, especially with the large screen real estate being helpful for previewing. Non-color critical work would be possible without a problem. For the cons, ito yung mga ayaw ko. So actually, I have a few, such as the joystick OSD placement being inconvenient. Medyo nagli-lean forward pa kasi ako to reach out at the backside, the KVM switch, in order to customize some monitor options on the fly. So yun nga, medyo nalalan or napapalin forward ka pa. Sana nasa gitna na lang or nasa ilalim mismo ng bezel yung monitor like the Huawei MateView GT, yung nireview ko last time. So meron din itong on-off switch dito sa may sa likod, sa tabi ng AC power cord input. So kung hindi mo ito ma-check, baka mamaya magtaka ka kasi walang power yung monitor dahil naka-off ito. At pagkamalang mong sira yung monitor, just like what happened to me. So price-wise, the Gigabyte M32Q is priced at around 28,000 pesos. For me, I think it's something justifiable not only because of the built-in KVM switch. Ito yung panalong-panalong feature para sa akin. So which is actually expensive in itself, but also for the great features such as 165Hz high refresh rate, IPS panel na rin, and HDR capable, which makes it a very strong contender for those who are eyeing larger flat surface monitor like this. So yun guys, ito lang yung review ko ng Gigabyte M32Q gaming monitor. So there you have. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Xtian. So like the video, subscribe. I'll see you on my next video.